So in a totally legitimate move, the powers that be designated yesterday as National Batman Day. And to celebrate, we're going to ask the question, what would the Dark Knight look like in the 1950s? Well, a bit like that. Exactly like that, actually. But more specifically, what if he was a detective in the style of a film noir private investigator? What if his financial situation was a little less Bill Gates and a little more Bill S. Preston Esquire? And then, what if he lived in the 1950s? These and other life-shattering questions will be answered in today's episode of... So for today's build, we'll be using 3, yes you heard that right, 3 types of clay. Why? Well, because times are hard, and it's what I had to hand. Get off my back, you clay snobs. For the detail work, we'll be using Super Sculpey Medium. For the basic muscle structure, we'll use Fimo Soft, which as you may know, I hate, but it needs using up. And finally, I'll be trying for the first time Cos Clay, which is a polymer clay the same as the others, but it remains flexible like rubber after curing. As always, there's links to all the materials I used down in the description. And before we continue with our epic build montage, I want to ask you to stick around to the end of the video as there'll be a preview for part 2 of this 2-part video. Editor's note, I'd like to say that there's a good reason for splitting this video into 2 parts, but basically I ran out of time before I could complete the diorama. But in the next video we'll be tackling the base, which has some really interesting building techniques going on, and will be a recreation of Batman's infamous crime alley, where some nasty things went on.
Martha! Why did you say that name?
So again, stick around to the end of the video and there'll be a small preview of part 2. And with that out of the way, sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the build. And with that, there's not much more to do than to take old Batsy off of the workbench and put him into the light box. What colour is the lighting going to be in the light box today? I hope it's red. Did you stick around to the end of the video? Well done. That makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. And I promised you a preview of next week's video, didn't I? As always, if you enjoyed the video, please smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Leave any comments down below about suggestions of what I could do better, or suggestions for things to do in the future. And I'll catch you in the next one.